Let's get easy, everybody. Ease, Memories of Celceta. Thank you for joining us, although this isn't a very easy predicament we're in right now. Oh, okay, that's what we gotta do, apparently. I was like, I'm not sure what we're supposed to do in this predicament, but there you go. Last time I concluded our business in the village of Komodo, at the base of the gigantic tree, and what did we do? Yeah, we fought the giant gorilla. That was actually really exciting when I finally kind of got the, patterns of dodges and blocks down on that encounter. That was in hindsight, one of the best fights I've had in this game so far. Yay. Yeah. So, we finished up all of that in Komodo. We dicked around real quick down here in Kazanam. There wasn't really anything going on there much. So, we headed off to the big river as planned, then our next move. And it is a big river. This really is a stream in comparison to this little thing here in the forest. This is like some proper Amazon river, just humongously wide, where we found a village built on the riverside called Selray, and the situation is very similar to what it was when we came to Komodo. Turns out we've bungled things here as well, in, pre-amnesia anyway. This time, apparently, was it exactly? They aren't getting fish from the river. Did we poison the river? Was what was going on? So that's not good. And or at least the river has been poisoned, shall we say? And the fish are dying away and stuff. Now we did find this lovely ruin here, Sacred Beast's Lair, but we decided, perhaps wisely, not to go dick around there until we first explore this. I wonder what would have happened if we'd gone in there. Would the game have allowed us, or would it have been we can't come here yet, since this game is rather delightfully open-ended for a game like this, but I decided not to find out. The game was pushing us very heavily towards Selray, so we'll conclude our business here, although it's entirely possible that conclusion is us being drowned or something, whatever the local form of execution is, since they don't seem to trust us very much. But before all that, let's do some reminiscing, shall we? I wonder if this is gonna be in, Oh. Okay. Yeah, but I wonder if this is gonna be in Komodo when we had that extended cutscene to explain the backstory of Adol's first visit to Komodo and introduce the characters. I wonder if this will be similar. We had to do that stealth segment before we got to that part in Komodo, but I wonder if they're giving it as a freebie for us here in the shed. Anyway, oh gosh, oh no, what kind of voice should I do for this guy? When I heard of someone crossing the forest, I expected a well-built adult warrior. I had not expected a delicately built young man, younger than even I. Regardless.
I honor the skill and courage you've displayed by crossing the territory of the beasts.
Ozma! Isn't that the super hard secret boss in Final Fantasy IX? Wasn't that Ozma, the big jawbreaker thingy floating in the air? Let's hope this guy's just as tough.
My name is Ozma.
Alright.
My tribe is responsible for rearing the sacred beasts known as Spardas, and I currently serve as Selray's leader.
Cool. Alright. Handshake of camaraderie. Adol might be kind of insensitive enough to ask about this, honestly. Aren't you a bit young to be a leader? Traditionally, the head of my tribe has also been the leader of this village. And thus I now serve that function. There is nothing more to the matter than that. Well, that sounds like somebody's died recently, right? Is what we are dancing around with that description. Since you are here, if you wish to know more about life in this village, I will gladly tell you of the sacred beasts. We keep the Spardas in the building to the west of here. Come with me, and I will show them to you. It is like the segment we had in Komodo. Neat. I get to hang out with the Elder Ozma here. Sure. He's got a lovely collection of lances here, this guy. I guess that's good, you know, spearfishing. The only proper way to fish. Side note, have never done that. Only ever fished with casting a rod, if you will. See, it's interesting, he's aesthetically kind of got also like, kind of got the more tribal thing going on, I guess. But like, again, this village doesn't quite have the tribal vibe going on in the... Or maybe it's my dumbass who just doesn't, you know, has prejudices about preconceived notions about what it's supposed to look like, and, you know, yeah, that's probably honestly the case. Oh, okay, we found the Sparda spot. Here they are hanging out. This is a really cool monster design, because it's not like... It's hard to pin what exactly it is, you know? It's really easy to make a monster that's just like, hey, it's an animal, but it's, you know, bigger and slightly nastier looking. You know, like I've been calling out the mantis shrimp boss and the hornet boss and everything. This thing, though, kind of, you know, it's a little harder to say what this is. On the other hand, it's very easy to just make, like, really kind of... If you try to make, like, a creature that isn't just a, you know... Isn't just a animal made bit monstrous, or, you know, animal with animal parts swapped around, you know? It's hard to do that without it becoming kind of something kind of aesthetically interesting, I guess. So, but these things do it. All I'm saying is very evocative design for their sacred beasts, yeah? Yeah. This is the building where we raise the Spardas. The livelihoods of everyone in this village are sustained by fishing. However, the rapids swirl perilously, and the river has many different depths along its course. Given those conditions, can you imagine what it would be like to fish on a boat? The boat would be smashed to pieces. Not quite, but you would be swept along with the current and pulled toward the center of the forest. There's a center of the forest? It sounds like that might be important to the plot eventually. Also, another side thing, man, that effect of that sunlight coming through the windows. Small, but that looks really good. I especially love that iridescent hue on it. There's a lot of design stuff going really well here. You have a distant look in your eyes. Is everything alright? At any rate, this is why the Spardas are useful here, as they can freely swim in the rapids. The fishermen of Selray fish while riding these creatures. Without the Spardas, we would not be able to survive in this environment. They are the beasts granted to us through divine providence to enable our survival. Thus, we call them sacred beasts. But I must be boring you with this endless history. Why talk about them when they're right here to be met? Alright, let's have a look at them. This building is the only place in Selray where the Spardas are raised. The reason for this is that I am forbidden from telling the other villagers how to rear and care for them. Yeah, let's just ask why. Because that is the law of my tribe. And I am now the last remaining member of that tribe. Oh, that's why he's got like a tribal thing going on, but everybody else, or not everybody else, but the village has like a different. Okay, fascinating. Oh, and also, wow, it's not just his dad; it's everybody. That's rough. So, what happens when he dies out? How do the villagers then take care of the Spardas? That's this is a problem. Take a closer look. Their limbs and tail allow them to swim freely through even the most turbulent of rapids. And the protuberances along their body, particularly on the head, provide the ideal body for treading water at high speeds. Right, form factor. I get that. Those blades on their head, in fact, are the origin of the name Sparda, which is an old term for the edge of a sword. Is that correct? My Greek is rather bad, honestly. I know like the Greek for a sword is like gladius. I think that's where gladiator comes from. It's guy who pokes with a sword. Maybe, possibly. But is Sparda the edge of a sword? In which case Sparta Or am I just completely off the rocker here? I don't know. Interesting. I'll have to look that up if that's true or something made up for this game. Alright. Seem awfully docile creatures for how fierce they look. You know, Oh, he's talking exactly about that. I swear I didn't look at the text while I was thinking about that. While they are technically beasts, Spardas are docile and intelligent. They obey the orders of the villagers with little resistance, and rarely act violently. We attach saddles and stirrups to them so the fishermen can climb on top. Alright. Fair. Looks can be deceiving. Oh, are you a baby? Adorable. That is an infant Sparda. So cute! Spardas develop very quickly, so it will not stay that way for long. It will soon become much larger. Spardas originate from upstream. Right, the sacred beast's lair that we dicked around at, the ancient ruins. I feel ya. We bring them here when they are infants and raise them in this village. So, has your curiosity about the Spardas been sated now? It is late. I think that is enough for one day. Oh, I want to ride one. I have no objections to that. It is unique to suggest something like that without a second thought. You will likely feel sick at first. Though I somehow doubt that will discourage you. Uh-oh, did I sequence break by coming to this? Like, we should have dicked around the village earlier, you know? Whew. Hey, I remember this from the flashback. So that was Ozma in the, like, sepia-tone flashback image. Got it. Anyway, yeah, like, I would have liked to have, like, had a walk around town, see everything, and I guess he did say that the Spardas were in the village the building to the west. But I didn't quite think things through, so we ended up, I guess, sequence breaking, so that's too bad. Would have liked the full tour, but no. I had no idea you would be such a natural at this, Adol. But I feel I should probably warn you of one thing. Take a look at the opposite shore. The currents become significantly faster as one approaches. Even on a Sparda, it is not possible to cross the river completely. Oh, that's weird. I wonder if that's the case with the whole river, like you just can't go to the other side? In which case, wow, okay. I would urge you not to get too close. Yeah, let's freaking ask. Or should we go what's over there? Huh. Both questions I would love to ask. Maybe this one's the more curious one, I guess. So let's go with this instead. What's over there?
No.
No one knows. No one has ever been able to cross the river safely to find out. We refer to the area on the opposite shore as the Primeval Lands. It is said that the Spardas which now live here originated from those lands. The Spardas are sacred beasts, bestowed upon this world by God. Some believe God resides in the Primeval Lands even now, but since we are unable to confirm, none can say with certainty. Okay, well now I'm almost 50-50 certain. Well, okay, I'm 100% certain we're going to the Primeval Lands. Now I'm like 50% certain we're also gonna kill God there. As you're wont to do in a fantasy story like this. Alright, that's enough of that then. Adol's base defense increased by 1. That's pretty good. So you met some guy called Ozma here, huh? Well, you don't really seem like the river poisoning type to me. But it's totally possible you let yourself get dragged into something and wound up unwittingly taking part in this mess. Either way, looks like we need to meet this Ozma person and see what he has to say. Alrighty. Can we just ask for Ozma? At the door? Adol knocked on the door. Again? What is it this time? I want to see Ozma. Are you for real? Do you honestly not understand your position right now? Ozma's in the middle of a meeting wherein he will determine what's to be done with you. And even if that weren't the case, he's an essential figure in our village. A brilliant leader, particularly considering his age. Oh, we would never allow him to meet with the likes of you. What? What are you... That's really not a good idea. What's happening out there? Ah, it's the guy himself. Should have known. We meet again, Adol. Damn, he looks particularly fierce, by the way, his model. He's got those, like, kind of almost... those, like, beast eyes. Yikes. I have been informed of the situation.
No way.
So you were worried about Adol and came to see him, huh? That'd be an awful big help right now. So, you're gonna convince everyone that Adol here doesn't remember anything and didn't do anything wrong, right? Adol, is this man your friend? He's a great friend. Yeah, I think Adol would speak up. The total stranger is like, this is very 50-50. I think Adol would settle somewhere between here. Like, I've known him for a bit, but he's alright. But, you know, I think both of these are a little too far, but I think Adol would go with the top one, rather.
I see.
Really? You'll have to choose your friends more carefully, then. Hey, what the hell, man? I'm right here. You said your name was Duran? You need to think your position through a bit... Oh, you need to think your position through a bit more carefully. Let us assume that Adol did indeed lose his memories. How does that fact prove his innocence in this matter? Right, if he just, like, was Snidely Whiplash pouring, like, industrial chemicals in the river, and then he somehow lost his memories. I gotta stop doing that thing where I help argue argue against my own position, right? Oh, man, I've done that like a million times in various playthroughs. Such reasoning will not persuade a soul. Certainly not mine. Well, yeah, I can't really argue with that. Does that mean you suspect Adol too? I still am uncertain what to believe, so I came to speak with Adol directly.
Adol.
Adol, I have a proposal for you. If you are truly innocent of this crime, that would mean the real culprit must still be out there. If you can find the real culprit, then and only then will I trust your innocence. Will you agree to this arrangement? I will. Adol's just gonna jump into it right away. He's not gonna worry about the details.
I see.
Very well. There is no time to waste then. I will tell the villagers to really blowing these lines today, my bad. I will tell the villagers to cooperate with your investigation. Investigation? What are we supposed to do exactly? Naturally, you will be allowed to walk around the village. I will be accompanying you to supervise your actions. That's a localization mistake there, a bit of a spelling error, so that's not on me this time, but it happens. That way, you will be able to conduct your investigation without worrying the villagers. Hey, works for me. But are you sure it's alright to lead around suspected criminals when you're the guy in charge? People might think you're on our side or something. Hey, now Duran's arguing against our position. Wow, so I'm not the only one.
No.
I do not take sides. Proving a suspect's innocence or guilt is one of my duties as village leader, and the first step toward ending this. I do what is best for Selray. I can see why they look up to you here. Thank you, Ozma. Think nothing of it. Aw, we got him a little flustered. Does he not get, like, sincere appreciation like that often? Poor guy. Maybe he thinks, like, all the praise for him as leader is a little superficial. Possibly. Maybe that's what got him rankled there. I don't know. As promised, I have explained the situation to all of the villagers. And I have asked them to cooperate with your investigation. So do speak your mind on any questions you may have. Kinda makes me nervous, seeing as we haven't proven our innocence yet. Okay, let's go see if we can find any clues. Oh, he is not in our party yet. Though he is dangling around and he's got a health bar. Appropriately enough. But I will spoil something right about now if you folks at home haven't figured out already, which is probably very obvious. Ozma's the guy they spoiled in that one tutorial thing that showed, like, the tutorial about multiple party members. So he's, like, very 100% gonna be in our party. Eventually. Probably once we conclude this investigation, yeah. Oh, cool, we can go for a bit of a swim. Yay. Hey, you guys don't need to go out in the river to fish. You can just fish farm over here. How handy. But look at him. He's got, like, party member energy with his like, design, so even if that spoiler wasn't there, I would not be very stunned if and when we get the, like, thing of, like, there he is, he's in the party. Also, humongous fish, this one. This is, speaking of Amazon, we're getting, like, almost Pirarucu levels there, or, possibly, oh my god, it's not as big as a Pirarucu. What is it? It's like an Ara something. Ararabna? That's not right. Ararabra. There's a fish. It's a big fish that looks kind of like that, is my point.
Gazok said he used to live in the forest all on his own. But he said it was before I was born, so that's all I know.
That was Mal. Yeah. Got it. We have some Picards over here as well.
Whee!
Whoopsie, I gave it a bad fruit. It doesn't seem impressed. This one's rough. Whee! I'll give you a Cheeto nut. There you go. It seems pleased. Yay! So these guys don't just eat fish, too. They also have a little bit of Picards for that lovely bacon, I'm gonna guess.
If we can't get any fish to eat, then I'll have to... No, what am I thinking?
No, you're gonna eat these Picards anyway. Come on now, don't deny it. I mean, look at this building. This, like, ancient stone edifice. This looks so medieval. It's such a... I don't know. There's no law saying you can't have, like, buildings of this architecture in, like, this kind of river dwelling, but it just seems kind of wacky. What is this guy? Dude is ready to go exploring.
Oh, Adol. It's great to see you. Didn't think you'd come back here.
Who might you be?
My name's Gazok. Wait, you're not serious, are you? You didn't forget me, did you? Actually, yeah, he forgot you for sure.
Adol and Durin explained the situation to Gazok.
You lost your memories. Huh, I see. That's terrible.
Huh. You're a lot more understanding than the other villagers.
Well, Adol and I became good friends when you last stopped by. I can't believe people suspect you'd poison the river. I know you'd never do such a thing. I wish there was something I could do to help. But I've spent so much time of my...
Let's try that one again. Wow, I'm really blowing it today.
But I've spent so much of my time in the forest lately, I doubt anyone's gonna believe any defense I could put together.
In the forest? What were you doing there? One of Gazok's interests is exploring old ruins.
Yep. I lived in the forest all by my lonesome until a few decades ago. I got pretty used to it, really.
You're kidding! Man, you must be pretty tough to have survived in a place like that for so long.
But of course! That's why people call me Gazok the Strong. Now, but don't let me hold you up. Looks like you've got more important things to do than stand around and chit-chat.
We apologize for taking up your time as well.
Come on, let's get back to asking around.
I don't know, he could have given us some kind of nifty clue.
It's awful to hear you lost your memories. Still, try not to worry about it too much. Worrying won't do a thing to help you.
Ooh, what is this? What kind of shrine he's got going on here? Maybe that's why this building is so incongruous, is it's this guy's own building and he's not from around here, so... Very, very, very multicultural, this village. Actually kind of nice. I mean, I'm not critiquing, honestly. I'm surprised by this village's design, but I'm not, like, down on it. I really dig the vibes here at Selray. Alright, let's talk to this shop guy first, I guess. What's going on here? Ray! Now that we can't fish due to the poison in the river, our only means of survival is to scavenge the forest for alternative food sources. Compared to fishing, hunting and gathering in the forest is a most difficult task. But in times like this, we need to pull together as a village and do what we can. Alright, that's not really helping us at all in this problem. Let's see. Ooh. Bronze Edge. This one's actually worse than the current sword we have. We'd have to immediately jump to the DX version, which causes paralysis. Kind of interesting. How about the shark fin? Could just also jump to that right away. And then there is, in fact, Azure Pain. Okay. A spear favored by Selray fishermen. Alright. Even... Ooh, modified to combat monsters that obstruct fishing. Even like the little item description calling out that, yeah, you know, Selray, people from Selray use this, so we're getting a bit of a spoiler on what Ozma's gonna be rocking, yeah? Although, he already had the rack of spears in his house, so I guess we already got the spoiler there, yeah? Ooh, fancy scale mail. Harder than iron. Ooh. I think we can only afford one new weapon. No, it looks like two over there. Yada. Okay, no, we had the money after all. My maths was bad. So should we get the Shark Fin DX or get an armor instead? You know, should I be saving my money for something else? Because this is going to blow my budget if I buy this DX. I'm going to have only, like, less than 300 to go. Ah! I'm not known for my smart decisions. There we go. Now we're rocking the local gear. Oh, and also my math was wrong. We got like under 400. Yay. Oh, that looks kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. This seems like... Look, you can't like really... that kind of attention to detail ask for it in a game like this, but it seems very, very unlikely that they would, you know... suspected criminals they would sell new top-of-the-line weapons for. That seems very, very unlikely. Whatever. Ooh, reinforcing in Selray. Alright. Oh, interesting. This has unique uses. I wonder if Komodo had that and I just wasn't paying attention. So you can use specific items to increase. Interesting. You can use beast and plant materials. I wonder if Komodo had that. I wasn't paying attention. Huh. It's kind of neat. Alright, let's talk to this friendly-looking shopkeep. Siryu.
You really don't look like the kind of guy who would poison the river. I'll just have to wait for you to prove your innocence, I guess. Don't let us down, okay? Hey, nice, we got someone rooting for us here. That's very kind. Ooh, we can't afford any upgrades on our Bronze Edge, Shark Fin, whatever you go. Not even the Beast Leather. This is what happens when I blew that Bujat. Wait, I'm confused. What's happening here? How do I... Okay, hold on. So I'm combining two iron breastplates to make an even bigger... What is happening here? I'm very confused. Oh, well. Don't have enough gold, you silly Billy. Maybe we'll drop by here. Also, refine. Right, we can do this. And also
it also costs money for all the bigger items. Yeah. We'll think about it. What's shaking with this dude?
Get out of my way, I'm busy. If you want to order anything, tell Siryu.
Okie doke. Thought we could interact with the forge for a second, but no.